40 degrees. Roads are buckling, rails are warping, glaciers are disappearing. Across Europe, the heat is no longer just breaking records, it's breaking infrastructure. Scientists say this would have been almost impossible without climate change. And they warn this may not be an exception anymore, but the new normal. Europe is enduring what scientists say is its worst recorded heat wave. Temperatures have climbed beyond 40 degrees Celsius. Hundreds of people have died. Infrastructure is failing, and even glaciers are disappearing weeks ahead of schedule. As record-breaking heat sweeps across the continent, the question is no longer whether Europe is facing a climate emergency, but how much worse it is about to become. Temperatures reached 40 degrees Celsius in several parts of Europe on June 28th as an intense heat wave, which began on June 20th, continued to shatter records and disrupt daily life across the continent.
My apartment is top floor, south-facing, so it's really, really, really hot in there. And after the last heat wave, I was able to get my hands on an air conditioner. So it's been a lot better, manageable now.
Scientists say the current event is the worst heat wave ever recorded in Europe and warn that it would have been virtually impossible without human-caused climate change. According to researchers, climate change has made this week's exceptionally high nighttime temperatures 100 times more likely than they would have been just 2 decades ago. The World Health Organization says the consequences are already severe. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus posted on X how climate change was affecting people across the European continent.
Europe is the fastest warming continent on Earth, heating at twice the global average. Right now, 150 million people are living under extreme heat. Hundreds have died, schools are shut, grids are buckling. Driven by climate change and global warming, the phenomenon of the once-in-a-generation heatwave is now occurring nearly annual. We were warned. More than 1,300 excess deaths have been recorded since 21st June, linked to high temperatures in Europe. Heat stress is often called the silent killer, and European homes, workplaces and schools were not built for these temperatures.
France alone reported around 1,300 more deaths than expected, with many victims aged over 65 and a 40% increase in people dying at home. French authorities were even forced to cancel one of the country's major music festivals as temperatures remained dangerously high. The Solidays Festival, where a member of the organizing team said more than 200,000 people had been expected over 3 days, has been held annually since 1999.
It is in some way a real frustration not to have been able to do the festival this year. They explained that it was also due to issues of public health, that the effect of the heat wave and the high temperatures also generated an overcrowding in the hospitals. It is true that organizing a festival that can bring together 260,000 people in 3 days, well, there you go. One must also know how to be reasonable.
Meanwhile, across the continent, the heat is damaging infrastructure. In Germany, train services were reduced in North Rhine-Westphalia, tram services were suspended in Leipzig, and sections of the A2 motorway buckled and ruptured under the extreme temperatures. In Berlin, police deployed water cannons to help residents cool down.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think Germany is prepared for this. It's simply too hot for this place. It's too humid and everything. No, I don't think Germany is ready for it.
Videos circulating online have shown traffic lights melting in parts of Germany and Italy, while roads, tram tracks and transport networks continue to struggle under the relentless heat. Even Paris Men's Fashion Week became part of the controversy after Louis Vuitton's giant artificial wave installation prompted criticism over water use during the heat wave. The company responded by saying the water would be returned to the sewerage system. Record temperatures have continued to fall across Europe. Denmark recorded its hottest day since records began in 1874. Switzerland reached 38.8 degrees Celsius in Basel. The Czech Republic registered 40.8 degrees Celsius in Doksany, while the United Kingdom experienced its hottest June day on record at 37.3 degrees Celsius. At the same time, Switzerland's Glacier Monitoring Agency says all snow and ice accumulated over the past winter is expected to have completely melted by Monday. The so-called Glacier Lost Day, which normally arrives around mid-August, has come almost 3 weeks early, marking only the second earliest occurrence since records began. As Europe continues to heat twice as fast as the global average, the current crisis is no longer defined only by soaring temperatures. It is now testing public health systems, transport networks, energy infrastructure, and the continent's ability to cope with a rapidly changing climate.
There's very little air conditioning in my flat. There's no air conditioning, so I keep the curtains closed all day and I open the windows at night to be a little more cool. But I'm kind of just accepting that I'm going to be sweaty for the next month.
I think it's actually helpful that there's not air conditioning inside the buildings in Prague, because then people aren't going from really cold to really hot, so I think it's more moderate. The change in temperature is helping us, though I think everybody is sweating. I do think that this is probably an impact of climate change. The winter that I had in the United States was colder than we've had in recent memory. This seems to be hotter than we've had in recent memory. And I think that's probably not just random. That probably has to do with us.
It seems plausible to me that this is due to anthropogenic climate change. Of course, there's no certainty about any of these things, but this seems very believable, and it's all over the world. It's in other parts of Europe, it's in the United States, so.
Darker shades come from the fact that the original, the Bohemian sandstone